So I finally decided to be a Uber Eats delivery cyclist. And it's because I talked with a guy who was like, yeah, I got started. It was great. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just, I'm saving up a few $100s to get started. He's like, what are you talking about? There's no sign up fee, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I decided I'm going to try it out. And so I go to the website, I try making an account. Nothing happens when I click the next button. Try it like 5 times, nothing happens. I download the app, it's the wrong app. I download another one of their apps, it's the wrong app. I download a third app, it's the wrong app. I download the first app again, turns out it is the right app. And then I go through the sign up process with it. It fails to show me the option to select cycling as my transportation mode. This thing even working? Yeah. So I accidentally sign up as a driver, and then it sticks me on the take a photo of your driver's license thing. So I can't do anything. So then I have to get in touch with their chat, with their support people to solve that problem. Their support thing keeps resetting on me. So the chat thing keeps resetting, and I get like 3 people, all of whom are just saying like, hey, how can we help you? Oh yeah, we'll look into your account. Okay. And so finally I managed to get them to delete my driver account and allow me to make another cycling account. And then this time I managed to see the cycling thing, or it manages to display in time for me to see it. And then, so I'm going through that process. And then is the whole thing about you got to take photos of your work eligibility documents. So it gives you, so they're like, you can use any of the documents listed here. And then there's no list. So it's like, okay, take a picture of one of these documents, and there's no list. And then, so the list is buried on their website, and it's unclear whether the Ontario photo card ID is one of those documents. But the SIN card and birth certificate are both one of the on that list. So I took a picture of my birth certificate, sent it to them. And it's pending review. So I went to their, again, to get help through their chat. And so they took a look at it and said like, oh, no, it's got to include a photo. So your work eligibility document has to include a photo. And I'm like, well, my birth certificate they don't have photos on birth certificates. They don't have photos on SIN cards. I don't have a citizenship card because I'm not an immigrant. I don't have an immigration card because I'm not an immigrant. I don't have a passport because I don't travel. And my Ontario ID is not valid as one of these documents. So how do people do this? And all she did was she resent me the list of documents that are eligible. And I'm like, okay, so once again, none of those have photos on them. So how are you requiring photos in those documents? And then she says, please note that you need a photo in your document. So it's like really shitty help. And if I hadn't thought okay, well, I'll just take a photo of all these 3 documents together. Luckily, she managed to understand what that meant and said, yes, you can do that. Go ahead and do that. So I did that. It's pending approval. So apparently it's going to take 24 hours at least to approve that document, plus my photo of myself. And then I'll have to go into one of these places for an in-person interview or something like that to get started. And then they do a background check, which takes another couple days to come back. So the whole process seems like maybe 4 days to a week. It's terribly documented. The usability situation on both their app and their website is fucked to the max. It's like just the typical bullshit that I've been fighting, in my own way or whatever. So yeah, cycling with Uber Eats completely sucks even before you get started. So hopefully it doesn't suck when I am started, and hopefully they don't exclude me because of some bullshit thing like this. Because this is never going to get paid for. Nobody is ever going to pay for this, ever. So, and I'm never going to be able to afford it unless maybe I can start delivering with Uber Eats. So we'll see.